holler, he make you shout. Come along with me, we're tripping now. Now listen, girls, and listen, boys. These little things, they ain't no toys. They are for real. Know what I mean? They make you holler, they make you shout. Come on, baby, we'll trip on out.
Hey, what is going on, everybody? It didn't want to let me join the studio. It took a minute or two to get that done, so I don't know how well this is gonna go. If I get kicked, I probably won't come back. All right, let's see what we got here. Bill, call me when you're done. Oh, yep, okay, I'll do that. Lurking Sea Monkey. I texted you a little while ago. What's going on, Dusty? What's up, JFK? What's up, spokesman and co-founder? What's up, Sir Luco? What's up, Trans Savvy 304? I'll bet you are all women. Good luck with the girls. Well, thank you, Lurking Sea Monkey. I appreciate that. All right, couple things. Of course, my mind goes blank when I have something that I want to talk about. Oh yeah, whoever sent me the donation today, I don't know who you are on YouTube. It has your real name. You might want to change that. Um, I don't know if you meant to give me that much. Maybe you hit an extra zero. I'm going to hang on to it uh, until I hear from you because it's just an unusually large one. If you didn't mean to do that, I got no problem giving it back to you. All right. I would, and if you meant to do it, then I would like to give you a proper thank you in a more personal way. I just don't know who the hell you are. What the hell else was there I was going to talk about? I don't know. Must not be all that important. I haven't been watching shit for YouTube as far as this part of YouTube goes, so I don't even know what's going on right now. Other than I did see that Edward is out of jail. Other than that, I don't know what the hell's going on. What's going on, Dave? What's going on, Lisa? Don't really have. Man, I know there's something else I was going to talk about, but I don't know. Anyway, there should if some ladies want to come up here, especially the ones that like you always teasing me in chats, but I haven't really got to talk to. Come on up here. Don't be afraid. I don't bite unless you want me to. Some people are genuinely kind. Yeah, that's true. I've had some people be really, really generous to me. Um, yeah. Yeah, where the hell is Bones? Somebody get Bones up here. You'll accept Cash App for your yarn addiction. Hey, whatever you got to do to feed that habit, right? I saw some of your stuff on Instagram. Pretty cool. Crochet is not my thing, but I still respect the art. I used to do a lot of art stuff. Needlepoint was about as close to crochet as I ever got, I think. You accept Cash App for your kayaking addictions. Oh yeah, no, that's a worthy addiction to have too. I haven't been kayaking. I've never owned a kayak, but I like doing it. I've owned canoes and john boats and bass boats and stuff like that, but never actually owned a kayak. And somewhere I got uh, an auto inflate rescue raft. I'm not sure where the hell I put that. You need a pool, not a big one. Just the fishbowl ones will work. Hey, I used to take advantage of my kids' kiddie pools. You're too sober to jump up. I really just want women up here. I mean, I guess, you know, men can hop up here too, but if we get a good like ladies night going on, I will kick every guy up here. So just be warned. Is there ever any actual ladies on the internet? Yeah, there's a few, meow. I've met a few because of the internet. Got to be extremely cautious. Well, hello, Tanya D. Speaking of cool ladies, Tanya, I'd like you should come up here. I don't know if you've ever been on a panel or not before, but I talked to you privately, I think, one time. Just act like we're talking on the phone. Who the hell else? Oh yeah, I tried to get Jilly up here, but oh, which by the way, and yes, I'm flexing, and I'm going to keep flexing on this. Sounds like if everything goes right, I'm going to have the pleasure of actually meeting Miss Jilly Fisher in the flesh. Of course, after she's had her shots and has signed all the proper paperwork, non-disclosure agreements, the stuff that says I won't sue you or call the cops. After she signs all that, and my lawyer looks at it, we're good. You get a free mod at the smoke shop. The guy was totally flirting. Awesome. Hey, if you got it, flaunt it. What's up, Mary Lou? How you doing? You think the best panel was when I allowed you to talk about your grandson? Yeah, that was a heavy one, but th- those are the those are the ones that even though they're heavy, I still like doing those. And it's nice that people trust me enough to let me handle it for them. Donnie, motherfucking two hands. How the hell are you? How's that little baby doing? I haven't seen you around in a while. What's up, Todd's Cash App? There's my competition right now. And my grandson, he just turned a year old, and he's awesome. He's in the top 100% of like pretty much everything across the board. His size, his dexterity, all the mental stuff. He's in the top 100 or top whatever the fucking. He's at the very top of the scale, like across the board and everything. How's that Nintendo controller working for me? We are in the early testing stages. Mastercard. I have to get an extension cable for it to get it to operate the submarine. But I think it'll work out all right. It's a lot better than that Atari 2600 controller I was using. It wouldn't go left, so we were going to have to go all the way around in a circle if we wanted to make a left-hand turn. But I think the Nintendo controller is going to work a lot better, and I do appreciate it. Appreciate you contributing to the cause. By the way, people, we need funding for the submarine if you want to hit my Cash App. Because we are only using Simpson gear. You wonder who is vaxxed and not vaxxed. I'm not vaxxed. Fuck that shit. What's going on, Freya? Yeah, Donnie, they do grow fast. It all happens. My kids are all grown up now, man, and it's like, where the fuck did the time go? But yeah, for those of you that missed it, the real Mastercard to control the submarine I'm building, um, I was just using an Atari 2600 controller, but he was kind enough to donate um, an old Nintendo controller. So we've already got upgrades going on. I don't think you need to worry about being vaxxed, David, because like your blood is like 83.4% alcohol. Ain't no virus gonna live in there, man. What's going on, Nipa? Yeah, we're not actually going down to the Titanic. I'm just building the sub good enough to go down like 30 feet, and I'm gonna let y'all tour the. I'm not going down on that damn thing. I'm gonna control it from up top while people pay me to go down, and you're just gonna go down in this little pond thing where everybody used to dump their trash, and then you can explore that. The people on that sub, they weren't even actually seeing the Titanic. They were just looking at everything on screens. So I'm just gonna send people down and play a tape and just tell them that we're someplace interesting. Maybe put some UFO crashed UFO shit in there. Yeah, it'll be all right. And somebody donated a garden hose for us to get the air down into it. It's got a crack in it, but um, I got some flex tape, so it'll be all right. We can fix that too. I actually wasn't joking, David. Yeah, those of you that are familiar with the old Atari game systems, they were like the first. Well, they weren't the first, but they were the first ones that really got pop. Pong was before that, but you can only do one thing, and it was just a dot going across the string, and you had paddle, you had to bounce it back, like playing tennis in black, whatever. But those old Atari controllers, man, they would go bad after like 3 months, and there would be always one direction where you would have to push really fucking hard to get it to go, and it was aggravating as hell.
Bell, 1 minute. Thank you, Bell. Can you hear me,
You're
Bell?
welcome, David.
Thanks,
Yeah,
man.
I
I
can.
just want, I just want to
I
jump off for 1 minute. I won't be long, yeah? Okay. Can you hear me,
go
man?
ahead. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
You're not kidding. About 80%, 98% of my blood is alcohol, you say.
Hmm.
I would, I would catch on fire easily.
Oh yeah, we
You
can
think
light you
about
right
that,
up,
so
man.
that can't be true. I'm only kidding, man. But you made a
Well,
joke. It was funny.
I wasn't joking, but okay.
But you weren't joking. You actually think my blood level, my alcohol level is that bad? Well,
Well, what I didn't really take any of your blood when you fell
oh,
asleep. You were snoring real bad, so I just shoved a tester in
man.
your mouth, and I got your breath alcohol
Thank
content.
you for moving me because I could have choked on my vomit.
Hmm.
Thank you, buddy.
Yeah, no problem, man.
Uh, where's these females?
I
Are
don't know,
you?
man.
Yes. I know, man. I'm only messing. I'll jump down. Females don't like me. I'm too aggressive. Hey, can I ask you a
Join the
question?
club, buddy.
Yeah,
Sure, go ahead.
right. I was on somebody's. I'm not sure. I really can't find it. I looked back and I can't find it. I was on somebody's panel, and a female started talking to me and telling me the way I am towards women. on the internet, and I can't remember who I was talking to. What panel was it? Your panel, Bill? Would
I
you
don't
know?
remember. I
Yeah, I
don't
don't
remember,
think
man.
it's you. I don't think it was your panel.
I
Yeah,
I privated a bunch of my streams right after they happened, and I
okay.
some of it I had a reason, but some of it I did it just to piss certain people off
I think
because
I
I don't
know.
give a shit about watch hours or you know.
Yeah, I know who it is now. So it's all right. I know. See, no, no, no.
Oh damn!
You're something different. Oh, is that King Cole?
Somebody's having a good time.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Anyway, who is this?
Mr. Colfax.
Colfax, my guy. Colfax around for a long time.
It's Joe
Woo!
Jet, you
All right.
bullshit drinking
Colfax.
bastard.
Couldn't understand any of that, but I'm glad you're having a good time.
The 4th of July is over, JT. You know this. Uh,
Hey, dude, I'm gonna have to mute you, JT. But if you want to talk, you can
Okay,
unmute
good
yourself.
night, good night.
Whew. Enjoyed the show, but a little bit
they're not that
loud
bad,
here.
you know. Yeah, I know, but people say they'd be off too much, and I know when I'm drunk, I'm an awful person. Well, I talk too much, and I stopped. Well, I stopped now. Okay.
Oh, you're good, man. I'm just not sure what the hell you're talking about.
I know. I'm just saying, I got my arse handed to me on somebody's. Oh, it was a female who told me all the bad things I do on live stream, like what we're doing now. Bill, yes?
Hmm.
Can you understand me, man?
Yes,
Bill,
sir. Go ahead.
yeah.
I'm listening.
So, yeah, I was told this, if to stop doing this, if to stop doing that. And I says, I'm sorry, I will. And that's it. But I cannot remember the female who who I was talking to. And I can't. No, I was drunk. I was fucking
Oh
pretty drunk.
yeah, I
That's
have
why
that
I'm asking you,
problem.
man. Yeah, that's why I thought I'd just jump up and ask you if it was your channel, so I could say sorry. You know,
Well,
that's
I
all.
don't know, man.
I probably could have been. Anyway, it's in the past
I
now.
Yeah, I don't. You know what? People say that kind of shit. Oh my god, he fights with the girls. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
Fuck
I
you. I can't
know.
help it if you got no game. Most of
I'd
them that I
really
flirt
not.
with flirt back with me, or I won't do it. You know.
I remember the conversation. You believe that? Like I thought it was very harsh, but anyway, I'm not. I'm gonna leave it there and say no more.
Right on.
I have an idea who it is. So it's not. I thought it was on your channel, but you did. You don't know. Is you private? Did you say?
I don't know, man. I don't remember half the shit that happens
Yeah, I
on
know.
my panels. So
That's what happens when you get old.
yeah,
Like, but,
yeah, and like I've got TBI because I've had a shit ton of concussions and it fucks with my memory real bad. So. And
what's
yeah,
TBI?
I privated a bunch of streams. Part of it is, like there's a good reason, but sometimes
Oh
I
yeah,
private streams right after they're done just to piss certain people off so they don't see them. I know all this shit's being recorded by somebody else,
of
but there
course.
are individuals that that get mad when I private shit. So I don't give a
Well,
shit. I don't need watch hours. I don't need the views. So
I couldn't give a crap about other people. This is your stream. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
This is your. You can do it. You're in charge here. Anyway, hello, Mastercard. Right?
Yeah, I'm trying to get ladies, and I get fucking David, man.
You get
That's
me? I
pretty much how
know.
it
I'm
goes in real
sorry,
life
man.
too.
Look, I will jump
You're all right,
down.
man.
I will jump down and I'll hide my face.
It's funny, man. I do stuff, and I will tell people I'm doing this just to piss you off, and it still pisses them off. It's like it's like, I don't know. For some reason, I get some kind of cruel pleasure out of it.
You have a dark soul, my guy, like me. You have a bit of a bad streak, like us all. We have a bit of a bad streak in us all. A real Mastercard. They'll ask for ladies to go up, so David goes up.
Hmm.
I'm giving the guy a bit of company, Mastercard. Jesus, I'm sorry. I'm going blind.
Oh,
David,
Todd set you up. Well,
you're a
well, thank
girl.
you, Todd.
Sorry. Messages.
I'm just reading comments over the top of your
Yeah, I'm
incoherent
looking at the
babbling. So
comments. Anyway, I wish I was a girl.
I wish you were a girl too.
Did you ever hear that song from Madonna? What's it called? Something about a girl. Oh, it's a great song.
Uh,
It's
I'm
a
I'm
song I
not
just.
real big into Madonna, but I'm familiar
I
with some of her
know.
music.
I'm into a bit of housey, dancey music. So it was a song I never heard before by her. It was a remix, but it was a very good song. Surely there's some females in here. Come on.
We did a metal cover of Like a Virgin.
Oh yeah. Say that was good. Yeah, like a virgin,
Oh yeah.
a metal cover.
Oh yeah. I used to lay on the stage and pose all seductively. Oh man.
How fast did you have to go? Like a virgin. Oh, very, very first time. I didn't say it. I didn't say it.
Yeah, David.
Sorry,
If you're
man.
gonna be up here, you're gonna have to put on a dress and some makeup, man, or we're gonna have
Oh,
to.
thank you, tell you that. Yeah, I will. I will.
All
Give
right.
me a second. Give me a second.
Oh my God, he has a dress, ladies and gentlemen. He has a dress and makeup.
Fucking hell.
Um,
Well,
I mean, I
what's
can't
the
say much.
deal?
I do own a leather mini skirt. It wasn't for me, but I still own it.
I come up here and wear what you want. Honest to God, I wear the plastic bag. You people don't laugh. Why? I
Well,
understand.
you
Why
better
not?
shave your legs too. Have you got high heels?
I better have a shave. Don't mind me legs. I have everything. Anything you want, I have. I swear to
Actually, I
God.
believe you. I
I
know, I
do.
believe you,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. It's a big house.
Do you
I will do it.
do you have your dead mother sitting in a rocking chair
No,
and
I'm not
she still
psycho.
talks to you?
No, I'm not psycho now. I'm not like psycho like that. But well, no, my mother's still alive. God bless her. She's still alive. You hear me?
Yeah, no, I heard you.
Yeah, she's still alive.
I'm sure you think so.
My dad fucked up. Yeah. Oh, sorry. 3 strikes and you're out. No, but am I? Probably you're right. Yeah, she could be dead.
Oh man, this dude
Um,
that I signed his my he when I was a bondsman, I went to bond this dude out of jail, And of course, you have to ask these people a lot of questions, get all their personal info and just bullshit with them and see if they're a flight risk or not.
Mm.
And he kept telling me, like, yeah, my mom just told me to do the blah, 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 blah. So I get his side done, and then I go out to the lobby where the co-signer is at, and I start getting their information to make sure shit matches up.
Oh,
I'm like, yeah, he said his mom told him, and when I said that, this girl just kind of stared at me. He's like, his mom died 7 years ago. I'm like, well, he's saying that she told him this shit yesterday, and yeah, so I went ahead and bonded him out of jail. But when you sign bail for somebody, you can make them do pretty much whatever you want. And I put on there,
amazing.
and I wasn't going to enforce it, but I put on there that he had to have a psychological evaluation because that shit was
Yeah.
weird.
Well, he does if he thinks his mother's still alive. Bill,
Yeah.
think about it. And he fucking lied to you.
See, that's
What
the thing.
type
I don't
of
know if he was
person?
lying to me or if he really believed it. You know what I mean? But
You were a bail bondsman. They're gonna lie to you, my guy.
oh yeah, they lied to me all the time.
Yeah.
But this guy in particular, that's that. I mean, I would tell people, look, I don't care what your situation is. I'm not your judge, and I'm not on your jury. I
Yeah.
just have to collect information and keep an eye on you. Make sure you go to court.
Expect my money.
So they would tell me
Yeah.
things that they wouldn't tell the cops. I'm like, I
Yeah.
don't really care what you did or didn't do, but if I get you lying to me, then your ass is gonna stay here.
You don't
So
mind me
they were
asking.
usually,
You
you
still
know,
do that now, Bill?
fairly honest.
Sorry.
Huh?
You still do that for a living? Bail bonds.
No, no, as far as the actual bond part goes, I stopped doing that. The company that I worked for the actual bonds, they shut down in I think 2010. But by then, I had started my own fugitive recovery thing, and I kept doing that for
Yeah.
another 2 years. But I had to
Yeah.
stop doing that because my spine's so fucked up. I can't wrestle with those motherfuckers anymore. So
Yeah.
I I
What you
gave that
think
up
of
too.
Dog the Bounty Hunter anyway?
Huh?
What you think of Dog the Bounty Hunter? Remember Dog the Bounty
Well,
Hunter?
he's the real deal, man. He's
No.
been doing it for a long time, so he's the real deal. But like having the producers and the way they edit shit made him
Yeah.
look pretty stupid, and
I
he
know.
like he is flamboyant and stuff. But
Yeah, I know. The way
yeah,
it was
the
done was too cheesy. He should have stepped in there and says, "Hold on, I want it done this way." You know, I don't know. But I feel, yeah, he was good. He was legit. Was he legit at what he done? Like, was he
yeah,
straight? Yeah,
the show was bullshit, but he's a legit bounty hunter.
he is legit. Yeah, but people used to say he's fake. This, that. No, I think
No,
yeah, okay.
he he's the real deal.
Thanks,
But the
man.
thing is, there's a lot of stuff like because he's so famous. Whenever he would do let's call it a catch, like in Hawaii where he's from or in Colorado where he's from,
Yeah.
people would find out about it ahead of time. So there would be like a shit ton of off-duty officers behind the cameras that you never
Oh,
saw. So some of the
okay.
time, that's why these guys really didn't make it too far when they tried to take off. But yeah, the having a we had a film crew with us a couple of times. I mean, like nothing big. Um, and they did kind of get in the way, or they'd say, well, can you do this way? Can you do this that way? And I think the reason that they didn't use a whole lot of our stuff is because I wouldn't cooperate with that. I'm like, no, I'm going to do this the safe way. I'm not going to act like a jerk off just to
Yeah,
satisfy your fucking filming needs.
yeah, exactly.
And so, what do I think about the Vegas UFO? I think that's pretty wild, man. Um,
What UFO sighting in Vegas?
there was a UFO.
Sorry.
Um, something came down out of the sky. There were cops that were not on the scene that had it on their body cameras, and they were getting reports about it. This family
Okay.
calls in, and you can find the 911 calls.
Tell
They
me.
were, dude, would you shut the fuck up and let me talk?
Sorry.
Um, No, I lost my train of thought. So anyway, this family calls in and they're like, something's landed in our backyard. There's these 8 foot tall motherfuckers out there. We need some cops. So the cops would have thought it was a joke any other time, but they had seen something come down, and these people were freaked out. I'm told
Jeez.
that there's more body camera footage that they've hidden from us. So I don't know. Um,
I
I,
don't know.
I 100% believe that there's other life out there. I just don't think that most UFO sightings are credible. Not saying none of them are. Yeah.
It's happening more and more now. The frequency of sightings is crazy. Just look at YouTube, for example. It's, sightings galore, non-stop, normal people, and there's no
Yeah.
explanation I can't see of triangles. All this triangle stuff, Bill. What's that about? Like a triangle shape has been seen all around the world.
hmm Yeah. I mean, there's been fighter pilots and um, some credible people that have seen
Yeah,
shit for a long time. Like the band, the Foo Fighters, they got their name from in World War II. Our prop engine fighter pilots, they would see things in the sky that moved way faster than anything we had, and be able to turn
yeah,
90 degrees on a dime. You know what I mean? And
yeah.
um, so that's where the two Foo Fighters came from, because that's what they called them.
Oh, yeah,
And
that
the
makes sense.
Allies and the the other ones, they both saw them.
Oh, yeah,
So
but
there's
not
been a
everybody
lot of
can.
it.
Sorry, Bill. Not all these people can be wrong. You know what I mean? There has to be some truth.
hmm
We're the choir.
Right. No, I believe that there are real things,
Mm,
but I think that most of it, I think I think a lot of people, like there's been a lot of people that write books or go on talk shows. I think a lot of it is for money or attention or both. But I also think that there is a lot of incredible stuff out there. I mean, if you think about it, it's not that hard to imagine. Now, but we know very little, very, very little about the universe,
yeah,
and it's billions of years old, right, or more than that. And our planet is relatively new compared to the universe. If you think about it, a civilization that's had a million-year head start on us, that's not that hard to believe. And if they've had a million-year head start on us, they are way more advanced than we are. So that kind of stuff's not hard to believe,
yeah.
in my opinion.
It's hard to wrap your head around that sort of stuff. I just don't want to think about that stuff.
I
Aliens.
think it's very interesting.
It is,
I
but it
mean,
can drive you
you
mad.
think about it, I mean, and then there's the whole. I'm kind of a neat. I'm kind of a geek when it comes to the Hadron Collider and all that kind of stuff. And they've actually, for the most part, proven that there are other dimensions, and it's pretty wild. Like I think I understand it, but I would have a hard time explaining it. Yeah, it's not that hard to fathom, really, a civilization that had a million or a billion year head start on us. Now we take primates, we take monkeys and put them in zoos and watch them and study them. It wouldn't be that hard to believe that that's what we are to them. They're just watching us to see how stupid we are, or how much
They've
fucked
already
up shit we
said,
come up with without, you know. And
they've
like
already said,
all of these ancient civilizations, they all have civilizations that supposedly didn't know anything about each other from thousands of
yeah,
years ago. They all have kind of the same stories about UFOs coming to Earth, and kind of changing primates a little bit in their DNA, and
that's crazy, yeah.
you know using it to their advantage for one reason or another.
Bill, you know the old saying, I believe it when I see it. That's the way I am. When I die and I see God, I'll say hello. He'll put me in hell.
Well, I mean,
Well, if I
that's the
belong in hell.
thing. The Christians say that they can prove there's a God. The atheists say they can prove there's not a God. They both think they have proof. You know what I mean? So I think the only way to really know is to experience death. And by then, you can't. I mean, I've had some a bunch of near death experiences, and
So did I.
I've flatlined a few times, but I never saw anything. I never saw a heaven or a hell.
I got stabbed years ago, and it was like a darkness, a peaceful darkness. There's no lie. And
Yeah,
when I woke up, I was in a coma. When I woke up, I was pissed off. I was angry. I
I'll
swear
bet.
to God, that's no lie. Like there's a big, longer story than that, but I can't get into it.
Right.
But it's like there's a peaceness in the darkness. Because all I can remember was dark, Bill. And I'm telling you the truth. This is in the hospital. But they brought me back. I lost so much blood that I nearly died. But they got me back. I woke up in intensive care and I says to myself, shit. But I don't know why I said shit, to be honest. Because I was happy where I was. There was no pain. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. I'm trying to like. That's all I had too. I was just
Just dark. I could
yeah,
feel the dark.
yeah, yeah. I didn't see a god or a
I
hell or
didn't see
anything.
shit. No, I
No
seen
bright
nothing.
lights, nothing.
No,
I mean,
nothing.
speaking of UFOs and lights, I've seen a shit ton of stuff. When I was out in the woods and stuff. And yes, when I was sober, um, I've seen a shit ton of things that you could call a UFO. I've seen things in the sky that I couldn't fucking explain.
I
Oh,
have as well. But it was probably
but
under the influence.
no, I just said I was. It's happened. Well, it's happened then too. But I've been stone cold sober,
Oh, sober.
um, seeing stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, I
and
believe it.
the shit that I take that I get fucked up on doesn't make you hallucinate. So
I actually say, where's these females?
you fucking ran them off, man.
I'll jump down, man, if you want me to, I promise. Come on, I will. I'll let you go.
You don't have to worry about that. If the ladies start coming up here, I'll kick your ass.
I'm gone. I'll go. Don't me just fuck off. I'm sorry, I'm coursing too much and I'm getting too drunk. I don't want to make a balls of myself. I already did. Go on, see you later, Bill, okay?
All right, man. Well, thanks for
Alright,
coming
buddy.
up.
See you, man.
David's not in Ireland. You're tracking his IP address to Pennsylvania Amish village. Oh man, why is he using electricity? Have I ever done IS? Yeah. No. I've done other forms of. I mean, that's a form of DMT, right? But ayahuasca, I've not. I actually looked into going to like when I was taking way more shit than I'm taking now. I looked into going to a clinic in Mexico. Supposedly one treatment, and it fucking will cure you of your addictions. But I did look into that, but I've never done it. Now, um, I'm not really a big hallucinogenic guy. I used to do salvia once in a while when it was legal here. Uh, but the time or two times I did DMT, I need to do it again, man, because it kind of, I don't know, it kind of gave me some insight on some things. It kind of straightened my ass out a little bit. You're fine, David. Don't worry about it. I'm tired of lies and fake people too, Mandingo. I've cut a lot of people off. We will be if we have. I think there's probably been some secret missions to the moon because there's always secret shit going on. Um, and once they find oil, man, that'll be it. What's going on, Doctor Mortician? The whole reason we went to the moon to begin with was to beat the Russians. That's what that whole thing was about egos. The Russians were the first to get a human being into space and bring him back alive. But the United States was first to the moon. That whole thing was just during the Cold War. That whole thing was about who's got the bigger dick. It wasn't really even about science or exploration. Uh, it was just a pissing contest between the United States and Russia. Yep, we've put dogs into space, so they probably know a little bit more than we do. And we stole their scientists. Yeah, we that what was it called? Operation Paperclip was all about the United States taking these Nazi scientists, bringing them over here, forgiving all of their crimes, and setting them up with a house and money so that we could use the technology they'd been working on. These Nazi scientists that did experiments on human beings killed a lot of people, tortured a lot of people, and we just fucking bring them over here and forgive everything in the name of science. It's a real thing, people. Operation Paperclip. Check it out. I mean, they're really seriously trying to work on getting people to live on Mars. I don't know if I would do that. I mean, fuck it. I'm old. I ain't got long left anyway. So I may as well, but I'm not. They wouldn't take me. They'd be like, yeah, you have a habit of setting shit on fire. We're not going to let you go up there and burn down another planet. Uh, so from that perspective, yeah, I'd do it. But like once you get up there, like they're not bringing you back. That would kind of suck. I guess as long as they set me up with a woman um, and all the pills I could handle, I guess it wouldn't be that bad. Well, Jilly, I'm not a Mormon, but you know, if you wouldn't mind being a wife to a broken down old man. But the thing is I'll kick off when you're still relatively young, so I can put you on my life insurance, and it's a win-win. Operation Extendable Dildo. Hey, I happen to have an expandable baton on me right now. Yeah, Elon Musk says it's going to be a real possibility um, as far as space radiation and all that stuff goes. All that stuff's above my pay grade, so I don't know. All right, Julie. I got a feeling that once we meet in person, you're either going to fall madly in love or file a restraining order. Like, there's not going to be any in between. Radiation's not real. Well, neither are birds. They've done so much nuclear testing that like anybody's backyard will show tiny little amounts of plutonium 151. They just decided that it's okay to spread that shit all over the place. Now, I'm a big fan of big explosions, but yeah, I don't know about the plutonium 151 or uranium 151, whatever the fuck it is. Yeah, plutonium. We wonder if Locke is okay. Why wouldn't Locke be okay? Oh yeah, Circle Jerks. I Want to Destroy You is a fucking awesome song. I don't know if they're still making music or not, but yeah. I used to play I Want to Destroy You over and over again. Sabby hit him the other night? Oh, I bet she could kick his ass. Like, did she really hit him, or is that like a, I don't know. See, I don't watch this shit anymore, so I don't really know what's been going on. And some guys are into that. I could name a lady from this community that hit me in the mouth. She wasn't really trying to hurt me or anything, but it happened. Destroy the Q9. Yeah. Locke Sabby's Gimp. Well, I mean, look, everybody's got their thing, and what they do behind closed doors is really their business. But I kind of can't imagine Locke in one of those leather suits that completely encapsulates. Got the hood with the zipper that goes up the back and the zipper over the mouth. Oh yeah, I can totally picture Locke in one of them. Fun fact: that's how you learn how to punch. I'll remember that. Just remember, fellas, if you ever, it works better in real life than it does on the internet. But if you ever see a girl that you're interested in talking to, but you can't think of anything to say, just walk straight up to them, look them dead in the eye, and ask them what size ball gag they wear. If they smile and give you an answer, they're a keeper. If they slap you, they're also a keeper. Is it true that Sabby is back in Vix DMs? uh, I wouldn't know. I don't talk to either one of them. Been trying to get Vic to talk to me man to man, but he won't do it. He's got my phone number. If they give you a wraparound as a, yeah, I mean, that works. Fuck, you know what? I was 35 years old before I realized that when a girl says, "Ooh, get away from me, you creep," like they're not flirting. I didn't realize that till I was like 35 years old. Like some of them really mean that shit. Yeah, MasterCard, I'm with you. I'm not a big Cam fan either, but Vic is. See, here's something. Last year, about this time, Vic was going through one of his manic phases like he is now, and he was uh, calling me up, not every day, but quite frequently, and I was constantly talking him down from doing exactly this kind of shit. Not about Cam, but about other people that I didn't even like. These people that are egging Vic on and encouraging him, they are not his friends. He doesn't realize that. He wanted me to get information on certain people, and some of it I had, but like I didn't give him anything because he was talking about going and killing these people, and I really didn't want to be an accessory. So last year about this time, and he told me that everybody that he talked to had stopped talking to him except for me. I was the only one that would still answer his calls, and I understand why because he's fucking very, very, very draining to be friends with if you actually give a shit about him. So all this shit that people are encouraging him to do now and putting him up to, this is the exact kind of shit that I was talking him down from last year. These people are not his friends; they are just using him. Oh, god damn it, JT. Wait a minute. Yeah, me. I love fucking hoes. Boy, Joe and Jet still sounds good if she's really singing and not lip syncing. All right, thank you, Mr. Colfax. I love that song. Fucking Joe and Jet's got to be like in her late 60s. She's still out there doing it. Cameron modded you. That's the thing. I've done a few things to help Cam. Like he hit me up a couple times. Like nobody else can identify these people. Can you figure it out? And a couple times I was able to. I've been Tony G's Pizza a couple of times. Um, yeah, so I've helped him quite a bit. Not quite a bit. I've helped him a little bit on some stuff, and like he's pretty ungrateful about it. I'm not a big Cam fan, but what's what these assholes are doing to him now is not cool. Of course you do, Clown Force. Hey, what's going on, Dominique? What's up, Don Diva? See, that's the thing. Vic is either gonna wind up in jail or killed. You know what I mean? Or severely injured. And these people are just pushing him into it. I promise you, if he shows up out here like he's talking about, things are not gonna go how he has pictured in his head. He's talking about he's gonna fucking call my mom and tell her I'm doing cocaine, like she doesn't fucking know. And I guess he's gonna call my neighbors too. But got news for you, Vic. That's not gonna go how you think it is either. I guess as long as he's coming at me, then he's not going to somebody else. So that's okay. What's up, kid nurse? All right. I want to get back to the original. I want to get some ladies up here so I can flirt. What am I referring to? Nate Dane? Yeah, Vic said he's gonna find out my parents' information and call them and tell them that, that I'm doing coke as if they don't know. And then he's gonna call my neighbors, and that he doesn't understand how things work out here. Like I don't have like I'm out in the middle of nowhere. The nearest person to me is half a mile, and then I don't know what he considers a neighbor, but I went to high school, or I went all the way through school with some of them. I've done work for some of them, and the ones that I don't know aren't going to give a shit what Vic has to say. Out here, like if you call 911, it's going to take like 45 minutes to get a fire truck or a cop or an ambulance. So we very much have to take care of our own shit. When something happens out here, after you call 911, you call they have a chain or a tree, whatever you want to call it, a phone tree. So you call one person, and that person alerts the rest of the neighborhood. Like say you have a fire. Um, we all we have around here are very small volunteer fire departments with shitty equipment. So it takes a long time to get a fire truck, right? So if there's a fire, a barn fire, you call 911, and then you call somebody off the phone tree, and then they call everybody else, and everybody comes and um, tries to either put it out or just watch it go up in flames. Same thing with like if you have like we have a problem around here with meth heads trying to steal catalytic converters. You call 911, and like I've been called a couple of times to go out and confront them. So all I have to do is alert that tree that there's a psychotic meth head gonna call them and tell them shit about me. And one of them's a county cop, one of them's a state cop. Like it's not gonna go how Vic thinks it is because they've all got my back. And I don't know why Vic flipped on me. We used to be, like I said, last summer, he told me I was the only one that would still answer his calls because he is heavy. If you give a shit about him and you're not just trying to egg him on, he is draining on you because I used to spend a lot of time talking him out of doing this shit to people I didn't even like because I didn't want him to go to jail. So I've been trying to get him to talk to me like a man, and he won't do it. So he can get fucked. Yeah, Vic and I used to be cool. I don't know why um I don't know why he flipped on me so fast. The thing is like he has see, that's another thing. He told me a bunch of private shit about himself that he wouldn't want known, and I'm still not going out and talking about it. But like I like he's in like a manic phase right now. It's the same time last year he did the same thing, and then he chilled out for a while and just worried about his woodworking and stuff. So once this thing, whatever phase he's going through, wears off, he'll chill out a little bit and he'll realize that how bad these people are just using him. Yeah, I don't know if he looked up to me, but uh, we certainly were cool. Yes, come on, ladies. I need some ladies up here. He's busy holding JD's. Yeah, yeah, he is holding JD's pocket. Holding his mouth, waiting for the swelling to go down. Yeah. Is he that older guy that builds decks? Yes. Yeah, and like he deletes those live streams where he makes threats and all that, and just acts like a crazy man. But all that shit's being recorded. I've got some of it. I think what I'm gonna do is just send it all to all of my neighbors and be like, "Hey, if this crazy guy calls you, here's what's going on." Or if you see him, detain the motherfucker. He needs an evaluation. I don't want him hurt. I just would like to see. I mean, if he were to be detained at 5150, which is pretty easy to do around here, and then like I was to show these videos to them, they'd probably keep him for a while, which in all honesty would be the best thing. Like I really don't want to hurt the guy. I really don't. But uh, if he shows up out here, I'll do what I have to do. Yeah, he when he went and did those experimental drugs, I think. See that's something else. Those particular drugs that they were testing on him. There's a reason why he was chosen to be tested on. They don't just take anybody. There was a problem there that they're trying to cure, and that's he told me all about this shit. Um, I really don't want to put too much of it out there, but yeah. Oh, and Vic, I know you're listening, so I will tell you the really juicy stuff you're trying to find on me didn't happen in Indiana, so you're not going to find the juicy stuff here. You won't find anything that's not already been talked about 1,000 times in Indiana. And the really juicy stuff that happened in a different state has already kind of been brought up, but just still nobody gave a shit. So good luck with that. Yeah, I he's invited. He's welcome to come up here. He's got my phone number. He won't talk to me one on one. He just makes veiled threats on his live streams, which I don't watch, but you know, people tell me about it, send me parts of the video where he's talking about me. He's welcome to come up here. He's got my phone number. He's welcome to give me a call. I don't know what he's so afraid of. I mean, a lot of you that have seen how many times when he comes up on my channel and starts threatening people and stuff, I kick him. I've deleted whole live streams. Uh, Hopefully, deleted it fast enough they couldn't use it as evidence against him in case he did do something to somebody. I've done all I could do at that time to cover for his ass, but uh, I don't know. Apparently, it wasn't enough. Yeah, Vic, quit being scared. Yeah, he's awesome with the woodworking stuff. He really is. When he dedicates his time to the woodworking stuff, he does really nice work. He was supposed to be building me a guitar, but I don't think that's going to happen now. Which is okay because I didn't really want to give him an address to send it to anyway. I was also supposed to make something for him. Like I make wood varnish, wood polish. I make that kind of stuff from all natural ingredients. I was supposed to make him some, but he never told me how much he needed or where I was supposed to send it to. So, and I just made a batch for somebody the other day. So I could have made him some too. What kind? I make it out of, see, I harvest my own beeswax and pine sap, and I melt the two together. Uh, I also make medicine this way. Of course, the furniture polish is a different recipe than the medicine, but the furniture polish, I either just use beeswax or just use the pine tar, or I mix the two, which is really the best option. All kind of depending on what you're doing. Melts it all down, mix it all, and thin it all down with. It depends on what your application. If you want to use it like to do cutting boards where food's going to be involved, I use mineral oil, food grade mineral oil. Um, if you need it to be more waterproof, then I cut it with other things. It just depends on what the use is. Bill versus Vic, no holds barred match. Well, we are two crippled up old guys, so that it might actually be kind of interesting. It'd be a slow match, but interesting nevertheless. Oh, what kind of guitar? I don't know exactly. He just was building me a guitar, acoustic, I believe. I'm not really sure. I don't know if he even got started on it or not, but he said he was going to make me one. It wasn't really a trade, um, per se. Like I was going to make him the polish no matter what. You know what I mean? So yeah, you're right, Nate Dane. This is very disappointing. We've had some really good ladies' nights in the past. I need to start doing that again. For a while, my OGs were calling this Bill's dating channel because I've actually met a few very interesting ladies that I'm still in contact with to this day. And I met them right up here on my panel. We still talk to most of them. See, I can tell that my notifications didn't go out, and I haven't. I'm heartbroken. I haven't seen Bones. I haven't seen Andrea D. I'm trying to get Jilly Fisher up here. We're supposed to meet in person, but I can't even get her on my panel. So I don't know how that's going to work out. Lady, oh God, Miss 304. I don't mean any offense, but I'm not into unless you can do one hell of a tuck job. I'm really not into that. You would have seen me on stage coked out of my mind with Joan Jett. Me too. I would also like to see that. I saw Joan Jett when I was like I don't know, like 19 or 20. That was I think I've only seen her that one time. Unfortunately, I didn't do coke and get up on stage with her. In fact, at that time, I'd never done coke. Yes, Dominique, another fine young lady I have the pleasure of talking to. We didn't meet on panel. Come on up here, Dominique. Do a wraparound live. Sure, why not? Oh, don't feel guilty, Jilly. It's all right. I get stood up all the time. I made a whole ass stream just for Bones, and she didn't jump up. So she says I make her nervous, though. See, look, all right, Jilly, Dominique, who else was in here that I talked to? There was a few ladies in here that I talked to. Just freaking tell the other ladies that say I make them nervous that I'm a nice fucking guy on the phone. You're only here because you thought it was Dirk Circle Night. Well, it pretty much is Todd's Cash App. So I mean, you're kind of getting what you want. It's a circle jerk of one right now. Okay. Okay, I see the text you sent me, but I'm not sure what the hell you're talking about. I must have missed something. Oh, yeah, I'll call you when I'm off of here. I gotta call somebody else first, but yeah. Foo Fighters Simpson branded gear. Hey, I'm making a Simpson brand submarine. Yeah, on my submarine, you'll be able to drink or smoke. I probably have the only submarine where you're allowed to smoke cigarettes. There might even be some complimentary cocaine if you if you make a reservation in advance, of course. Well, thank you, Don Diva. That's actually a higher compliment than I ever expected to get from you, so I appreciate it. But yeah, we have spoken a couple of times. See, that's the thing. That's the most common thing that I hear that people tell me about myself is how different they expect me to be. They expect me to be like this all the time, and I'm not. I'm really when I go live, I'm playing a character for the most part, a character that enjoys thoroughly pissing off people. You cured 5 minute cancer. I'm not sure what that means, but cool. Good on you. Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that myth clause that people should have to take an IQ test to be able to vote. I wouldn't be opposed to that. You know, back then when when after the country was founded, you had to be a landowner to vote because you actually had skin in the game. I mean, there were other rules too, but now you've got more people that just want to draw welfare than want to work. So you've got all of them voting. I do feel like there should be like you shouldn't necessarily have to be a landowner or a business owner to vote, but I do think that there ought to be some kind of qualification other than just being 18, and I also think 18 is too young to vote, to be honest. Wow, you guys are able to cure cancer in 5 to 11 minutes. I'm thoroughly impressed. I mean, I make salve and other medications out of stuff that I just gather out from the woods. It doesn't cure cancer, but like it does work better than most of the off the shelf shit that you buy. I might do that if I ever get 1,000 subs. Oh, that's something else I was going to talk to you guys about. If you are getting commercials when you watch my shit, that I have nothing to do with that. I've been eligible to monetize for a while, and I'm not going to do it. So I am not monetized. I'm not part of the partner program. If you guys are having to watch commercials when you come in here, I've got nothing to do with that. I've had a couple of people complain about that. I can't control that. That's part of the reason why I won't monetize is I don't think you guys should have to sit through ads to watch my bullshit. Yeah, Jack, it's a goddamn conspiracy. Where are all of my sweethearts at? I've seen a couple of them in here. Hang on, guys, one second. Sorry about that. I didn't think you'd want to hear me hack. I'm not hacking up a lung. Isn't Meow almost female? Yeah, he's kind of. Yes, I know that, my dog says. They've been threatened and harassed. Yeah, I know that. How come I don't show myself on live? I just don't like to go on camera. I have before. I just don't like to be on camera. Yeah, the jealousy of the other side is unreal. They threaten women into not coming up on my panel. Think about the mentality of that. But then again, most of them, like, they have domestic abuse shit on record. So think about that for a minute. Yeah, Clown Force. Sometimes when they operate on cancer, it does make it spread. Yeah, like well, no, I guess I've talked about this before, but um, like I have a spot in my lung, but I'm not even gone to have it further checked out. My doctor scheduled me to meet with somebody, and I just never fucking went to the appointment. Fuck that. Didn't I just show my ID? Yeah, I sold my old um, bonds and recovery licenses. It's not like my driver's license. It doesn't have my address or anything on it, but it's got my old ID numbers on there. These fuckers that say I was never a bondsman or a recovery agent, I told them how to where to who to call, and I gave them my ID numbers. So that's another thing. Vic said that he's this investigative journalist or whatever the fuck he says. If he was half of an investigator, he would have found this shit out on his own already. He doesn't know jack shit. And it's pretty rare that I even send a selfie to anybody. I just sent one to somebody the other day, but it's pretty rare that I do that. I just don't like having my picture taken or being on camera. Yeah, Clown Force. I just don't care. If I start getting that bad, I'll just move things on a little bit because I've seen people get dragged out by cancer and it's not pretty. I don't want to have to deal with that shit. Fuck it. Yeah, if you smack women around or you threaten women on the internet to not go on panels or to do anything, you are a fucking pussy ass piece of shit. That's the thing. There's there's no I shouldn't say no. There aren't very many real men in this fucking community. And I kind of think that's man, this is gonna sound really arrogant, conceited, maybe it is. Um, but I think that's why I'm still able to man, I don't even know how to say this. I'm able to I guess pick up women that are way younger than me because these younger guys aren't real men. They don't know how to be. This fucking new generation. If you resort to hitting women out of anger, you're a piece of shit and you're a fucking pussy and you're not a real man. Fuck you. If you have to resort to threatening women on the internet because of who they talk to, you're a piece of shit. You're a pussy. You're not a real man. Fuck you. And I mean, honestly, real men seem to be lacking around here. That's right, truth to power. Real men get on YouTube and talk drama. You're being dragged for having cancer 7 years ago. I just don't watch very much of this shit, so. Oh yeah, that was something else that came up. I'm not saying like don't defend yourself. If a woman's like full on attacking you, you've got the right to defend yourself. But there are things you can do besides like punching them in the face. I had a girlfriend. This is how fucking smart I am. When I was younger, I was like 20. I had a girlfriend. She tried to kill me twice before I eventually threw her out. That's how fucking smart I am. But like the time she tried to run over me with a car, I didn't. I was obviously upset, but I didn't fucking lash out and hit her. And then when she tried to stab me with a knife, all I did was get the knife away from her and hold her down until she stopped trying to kill me. At no time did I fucking punch her. I would have been within my rights, but do I still like the little killer though? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Can you clarify? Yes, Clown Force. She was hot and she fucked like a porn star. And I was young, dumb, and full of cum. So that's I did let her get away with a lot of shit that I shouldn't have. Um, Her trying to run over me with a car should have been enough, but nah. Um, it took her fucking trying to stab me, and um, like back then, I used to buy I would train my girlfriends and buy all of them their own gun. I had bought her a Makarov. um, so I took that away and gave it to her mom. After she tried to stab me, I called her mom and said, "You got to come and get your daughter. She can't stay with me anymore." And they came and got her stuff. But she did that old thing where, like, she intentionally left things behind so that she would have to come back and get it. So I would just be like, "Nah, you can send your mom for it. I don't want to be in the vicinity of you. I don't. Why would I want to put myself in a position where, yeah, fuck that." Where is she now? I have no idea. Um, she kind of she kind of stalked me for a while, but it's been years and years. I've got no clue where she's at now. If you guys are talking about uh, that GoFundMe, yeah, I know where they're dragging you, Savvy. I saw that GoFundMe. Somebody showed me that, like it was from like August last year. Somebody showed it to me in like October, and yeah, if anybody else saw that, I know where they're dragging you because the shit didn't match up to what you were doing. Like you can't even keep how many kid or like your kids' ages or what. You can't even keep that shit straight. I told you about this in DMs. That's why they're dragging you. You lost $20 of inventory recently because the type that cut contact completely after it goes south. Yeah, if it really goes south, that's the best way to be. I mean, like me personally, with a few exceptions, I'm still friends with all of my exes. We're all still cool, with the exception of uh, obviously that one. And I don't know, most of them I just kind of went away and I just never heard from them again. But I'm very curious to know what kind of inventory you're talking about, though, Joey. And am I going to get to sample it? You think CPP is falling apart over a salary issue? That's been a contention for a long time, Redbird. Well, I mean, we got it all screenshotted, Sabby. In there, you made it sound like you were too sick to work, but you were doing DoorDash and you were able to drive to take trips to see Locksmith. And that was shortly after the GoFundMe had been posted because it was just posted in like August, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember all of it. But you said you were too sick to work and you had, whatever. You left shit. Yeah, that always happens. They always leave. Here's a sneaky trick, you young guys that maybe don't realize it yet. One of the sneaky tricks that girls like to do, um, like after things first start to get serious, but you're not really official yet, they'll make sure that they leave tampons and a toothbrush at your place. One, because they really need that stuff there. But two, they want to make sure that any other girls that come over are going to see it. I know that trick. August, September, October, November, January. Okay, 5 months. 5 months after you posted that. You know what I mean, Sabby? It doesn't match up. It doesn't make sense. I really don't want to get further into it here. It's not the typos, David. It's not the typos making you look nuts. I mean, I keep tampons around me anyway because one, okay, they really aren't like the best thing to plug bullet holes with. Um, it's an old trick, but they're not the best thing. I keep tampons usually in my pack. One for that reason, and two because if there's ever a lady around and she needs one and doesn't have any, you're an automatic fucking hero if you can provide it. Yeah, girl socks will give it away too, that's for sure. That's why I don't even give a girl my real name until after we've been together for like 6 months. Oh boy. Okay. All right. Apparently you didn't want to say it in chat, but I see your text, young lady, and thank you very much. Actually, I sent Jilly is one of the few people that I've actually sent a my most recent selfie to. I've taken like maybe 10 selfies in my entire life, and she got one of them. But since we're going to meet in person, I felt like it was probably the right thing to do so that if she wants to run screaming, she can do it now instead of wasting the gas money. See, this is what bullshit. What's bullshit? These women threatening, women beating motherfuckers on these other panels have got females so scared they're texting me shit right now because they don't want to say it in the chat because they don't want to get dragged. Tell me that's not some bullshit. Obviously, I'm not going to give up who it was, but stop and think about this shit, y'all. You tell women you have 300 convictions. Well, so do I, but not getting other people convicted. That kind of weeds out the weak ones. That's true, my dog says. I'm not all that, and it still pisses them off to the point that they have to threaten people over it. But you're absolutely right. Now, the people that have seen the people that have seen my dick pics would disagree, but that's besides the point. And another issue is that I'm not afraid to call them out on their bullshit, so they see me as a threat. They know they can't tear me down, so they have to threaten the people around me, which almost all of them happen to be female, which is okay with me. And I'm willing to bet, and I'll leave the lines open for a minute. I'm willing to bet that none of these motherfuckers will come up here right now and say this shit right to me. Ladies incoming. I doubt it. They're incoming in my freaking text messages, just not here. Road pocket. What are you guys talking about Andrea for? I didn't even see her in here. Oh, is she timing people out? What's going on with? That's what sucks about StreamYard is you can't tell when somebody's getting timed out. So what's going? Who got timed out, and what's going on with that? Seems accidental. Well, that happens. Yeah, you're right, Mr. Cook. Tommy broke his ex-wife's wrist. Of course, he's got a big bullshit story about that, but we know the truth. Well, I don't know. We'll have to. Andrea, why are you timing people out, sweetheart? Was it an accident, or is there something going on we need to talk about? Oh yeah, you're absolutely right, Dominique. All of these little bitches are sitting there listening right now. And not one of them will come up and say this shit to my face. Always believe women when well, yeah, for sometimes women do lie about this shit. It does happen. But when there's like a police report and a wrist was broken, kind of hard to lie your way out of that. All right. If somebody, if anybody got banned, the other mods can unban them real quick. I didn't see anybody do anything worth being banned over. There's a police report where Tommy broke his ex-old lady's wrist. Yeah, and then there's other stuff too. And Cap has a domestic violence restraining order. He actually had two of his exes come out on him. But of course, they're all lying too, you know. And then we've heard how Kevin threatens to bash women's heads in live on panel. I mean, and they're all just lumped up together. Think about it, y'all. Todd's Cash App. Don't remember. I don't remember exactly when that was, but there was other stuff too, and uh, I don't remember all of it. I don't want to give out like wrong information. But of course, Ed did a video on it, and I'm pretty sure MasterCard, if you're still in here and you put up a video about the broken wrist, you can throw a link to that if you want. I'm pretty sure MasterCard's modded. Or if anybody else happens to have it handy, you're welcome to throw it up here. And we've got the papers on Cap's domestic violence restraining order and the anger management classes he has to take. We've got all that shit too. I'm not going to make any of that public because it's got too many names on it, and I don't feel like editing it. But I've had a few people reach out to me, and if you want to see it, I'll give that to you. I've got that nice and handy. I didn't really want to get off into the weeds into this tonight, but here we are. I can do it. It's just there's stuff in there about like the woman and um, it's just not something I want to make public. But I'm more than happy to share it if anybody wants to hit me up about it. I've already given it to a few people, and Ed already did some of it. Unfortunately, he didn't edit out the names, which I wish he would have. $2 for $5. Chuckles nudes. Oh shit. Thank you, Mr. Colfax. You know what? I've dated a lot of girls, and some of it, didn't on the best of terms. But like, I've never had one accuse me of hitting them or anything. You know what I mean? I've had some fucking crazy ass girlfriends and some crazy ass women that weren't really girlfriends. You know what I mean? But hookups or whatever. But like, none of them have ever falsely accused me of doing anything like that to them. Let's get Mikey that first class trip to the Caribbean, y'all. Come on, hit Todd's Cash App. Todd's Cash App is $BFKNP. I'm joking. That's my Cash App. Yeah, I'm gonna say it again. Whoever sent me that donation today, I don't know if you meant to send that much. I don't know if you accidentally hit a 0. So I'm not gonna spend it. I'm gonna hang on to it for now. And it shows up as what I believe is your real name. I don't know who the hell you are on YouTube. One, if you meant to send me that much, I deeply appreciate it, and I would like to thank you in person or personally, off of YouTube. But if you didn't mean to send that much, I'm more than happy to send it back. I was just kind of in shock when I saw that today. You've never been to. If you got timed out, my dog says it. We believe it was an accident. Um, I don't know. I'll have to hit up Andrea when I'm done here and find out. She probably fell asleep, but I don't know. Can you see the kitties? I'm not there. I'm not around the kitties, so I can't show you the kitties tonight. Sorry about that. Maybe next time. Which, by the way, I've got some more to get rid of. If anybody wants one, send me a self-addressed stamped envelope, and I'd be happy to stuff one in and mail it back. They are free to a good home or a good pot, whichever comes first. Yeah, you can mail a cat. Why not? Just to be clear, because I know people like to say, "Oh, Bill said this, Bill said that." Blah, 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 blah. I'm not mean to cats. I don't. I joke. I don't really eat cats. It's all a joke. Am I far from Owensville? Owensville, Indiana? Yeah, it's kind of far. Keep my crazy wife and I'm trying. I'm trying. Meth claws. Somehow she got out of the chains again. I don't know. I'll have to resecure them. Somehow she got out of the chains and out of the basement. I'm slipping. I'm slipping on my game. Up until like the 1930s, it was legal in the United States. You could actually mail your children. It was a thing. Look it up. I think put a stop to it in like the 1930s, but you could mail children. Yes, Jesse, but Jilly's gonna get to meet the real deal, so I still win. I just wherever he wanted to, I guess. People were a lot tougher. I mean, even when I was growing up, people were a lot tougher than they are now. Not saying that it's right to mail your children, but yeah, I mean, it wasn't. Car seats like weren't even a law until like the 1980s, and it wasn't until the 80s, up until like 1983, I think it was. Doctors thought that that babies didn't feel pain, so they used to do surgery on them without any anesthetic because they just thought that babies didn't feel pain up until like 6 months old. So they would just do surgery on them without anesthetic. I mean, all this child safety shit's fairly recent. I mean, it's a good thing, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, it used to be. I mean, before everybody had cars and what have you, it was normal when you went to visit family, instead of driving for the afternoon, you would just go and stay for a week or two. So I think that they probably just mailed their children by train to their families' houses and then mailed them back. How many stamps does a child need? I have no idea. They probably didn't even write fragile on them. To the States from Ireland. I don't know. I don't know if you could mail a child transcontinentally. I really don't know. And if one of you pieces of shit mails me a child, I'm going to be very upset. Yeah, Todd's Cash App, you'd want to starve them a little bit first to make them lighter, so the postage would be less. And fold them up as small as you can. I mean, up until I think I forget the year, but up until like I don't know the 20s or 30s, you could walk into a drugstore and buy fucking heroin. They used to sell cough syrup that was a mixture of heroin, alcohol, and weed. All right, y'all. With that, I think I'm going to hang this up because I've got some of them are actually sexually perverted messages to answer back. I like it. I would rather be talking to the ladies one on one than trying to do it this way. That did sound like Brian Adams. I'm not sure though. He babysit for his cousins. Interesting. All right, y'all. It's gonna take me a little time, but I'll get y'all answered back. And of course, you all stay fucking naked. What the fuck? Why won't it hang up? It won't end, guys. I don't know what the fuck's going on. What the hell? All right. All right, now you all stay naked. I think it's gonna go this time. What the fuck? Who's Oh, now somebody's trying to jump up here. Hold on. God damn it. All right, somebody was trying to jump up, but it wouldn't let them. Anyway, I'm trying to hang this thing up. All right, y'all. Oh yeah, yeah, Ed. I saw this morning when I was doing my routine where I check my phone to see who I need to apologize to for the night before. I saw that we talked, but I was apparently ambient out and don't remember it. So anyway, with that, y'all stay naked.